Disney has a lot riding on the success of the Snow White live-action movie starring Rachel Zegler, both from a financial standpoint and based on what it's going to do to their reputation. Because quite frankly, over the last several years, Disney has had PR disaster after disaster, as so many people view this company as tearing down everything that made them great, that made them family-friendly, that made them magical to begin with, especially when it comes to some of their most beloved stories. We saw what happened last year with The Little Mermaid failure, the flop at the box office. Now, certainly, $569 million worldwide is nothing to scoff at. However, when you spend $250 million on a production budget and around $150 million in marketing, that means that this movie lost over $100 million for them. And it certainly seems like Disney's Snow White is well on its way to losing significantly more than that. Keep in mind, this report from almost a year ago, Disney allegedly spent $330 million on its live-action Snow White movie, and they're concerned. Now, these were the reports that said that's one of the reasons that they justified delaying it so much, to get the bad taste of Rachel Zegler out of people's mouths. And, of course, that $300 million price point, that didn't include all the visual effects. That didn't include all the reshoots that they did. In fact, it's probably significantly more, somewhere around the $400 million mark that they spent on this massive pile of shit. And already, a week after the first trailer is released, we can see the reaction from people. The dislikes are skyrocketing as more people are realizing what's going on. And as Rachel Zegler continues to fan the flames of controversy, you can see 710,000 dislikes to 68,000 likes. It is getting demolished right now. There are 10 times more dislikes than likes. And if you thought it was just people that have a problem with Rachel Zegler that are going to affect this movie, that's not necessarily the case. Disney has found themselves in a firestorm of controversy. Snow White film faces anti-Israel boycott calls targeting Gal Gadot. And of course, Gal Gadot is Israeli, not exactly a secret. And almost any movie she's attached to ends up having people coming out of the woodwork and say that we need to boycott this because Israel is just so bad. Well, on the flip side, now, after Rachel Zegler decided to respond with a pro-Palestinian message, now you've got people from that side that are saying to boycott the movie. Gal Gadot haters call for Snow White boycott. Co-star Rachel Zegler voices support for Palestine. And that, of course, would have been one thing if Rachel Zegler had just, tweeted out, hey, by the way, free Palestine. She's done that before. She's tried to raise money for things like this. However, when you're doing it by attaching this to your promotion of your movie, you're creating a firestorm of shit. But as we've seen time after time, when you hire these young, woke activist actresses, they don't give a shit. They don't care that Disney wants them to keep their mouth shut. They don't care that Disney doesn't want them to stir any more controversy. She's going to go out there and do it. So now not only do you have this big divide, you have people that want to boycott it because of Gal Gadot and her support of Israel. You have people that want to boycott it because of Rachel Zegler and her support for Palestine, while at the same time kind of shading her co-star in a pretty fucked up way. But you also have the biggest problem with the movie. And that, quite frankly, is the fact that people who don't feel the need or compelled to boycott it because one person supports Israel or one person supports Palestine, but the vast majority of people that are out there, and they look at what they're seeing. They look at the CGI dwarves that look like absolute dog shit. They hear the things that they've said about this movie, that it's for a modern era. We're going to be doing a different telling of Snow White because, quite honestly, it's not 1937 anymore, and a lot of those ideals just aren't palatable today, and it looks fucking terrible. 5 years ago, if Disney had put something like this out, I almost guarantee it would have made over $1 billion at the box office. Just look at what they did in 2018, 2019 with some of their live action movies, even ones that were complete and total dog shit. But Disney no longer gets the benefit of the doubt. We've seen the destruction that Disney has wrought upon its history, upon its legacy, upon so many characters and stories that people care about. We've seen their agenda exposed, whether it's leaked Zoom calls from executives, whether it's hidden cameras in bars from James O'Keefe. People know what Disney's agenda is, and they're not down with it. They have alienated so many people. So now from all sides, you have this massive shitstorm, and it's not going away anytime soon. If they thought that by delaying the movie a little bit, by keeping Rachel Zegler quiet and out of the news, that it was going to stop, no. It did not stop the backlash. And of course, Rachel Zegler couldn't keep her fucking mouth shut for just a few more months. She had to create this type of controversy. And at the end of the day, this movie, in all likelihood, is going to be another massive financial failure for Disney. We're talking about the potential for over $200 million in losses by the time it's all said and done, if not more. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.